All right, guys, we're recording.
Very good. Let's give it another minute.
No, it wasn't STF's idea. The guy who named the token is moi. Excuse you.
Who said
But we all
that?
agree to it, obviously.
Are you getting
on your
DMs?
on your highly esteemed Ape Store Council, somebody placed a comment. We can start, by the way. 40 participants, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I
We can
will
get going.
start.
It's been 5 minutes.
I will start by saying the name guessing game. Nobody won. Nobody submitted the right name for this token. And jokes aside, I'm really, really, really excited to welcome you all to the Jackpot Universe. This has been in the making, since we pinned this in Last Ape Standing chat in May. So we had a couple of ideas from the get-go, how to improve the old tokenomics from Last Ape Standing, how to make it more sustainable, how to make it like strong against bots. And we also had much more coming in, much more ideas coming in on how to expand this whole ecosystem, which brought us to this point where we have created what I think it is, a monster. So this is the next level, the next generation of Last Ape Standing. Last Ape Standing will remain small besides this one. And we are very excited to show you all what we have thought of, what we have created, what we have built so far. We will also showcase some stuff. And also we will answer some questions if you have any. And yeah, let me just see. Okay, we launched Last Ape Standing at 85K market cap after a 100 BNB private sale with a starting jackpot of 10K. And our ATH was, if I remember correctly, around 5.5 million. So I think the whole BSC community saw what we are capable of, what we can achieve, even by starting this low. And the hype we created was long lasting. We were forked multiple times by multiple teams. Some of them not, I can say confidently, nobody as successful as we were. And there is also a new meta about the biggest buy competitions. People now host last buy competitions. This comes from our vision from Last Ape Standing. We basically, I would say, invented this, and people now see this as an important milestone in BSC tokens. So to give the mic to Abbas, I would like him to show you what we created.
Yeah, good intro, man. Hey guys, excited much? Fucking Junie is in town, and it's called Jackpot Universe for a reason, because we are the universe of jackpots. But no, the real deal is we got multiple jackpots for you guys on the new token. And there's, I mean, in Last Ape Standing, we always mentioned we got something for everybody. You know, even the little guy, the big guy, the guy who wants to save 0.001 BNB or 0.1 or 1, I mean, there's always something to be taken out of the token. I think in Juni, no matter what you buy in terms of amount, there's a lot of motivation to keep the volume up and to entertain the users, not just by looking at the charts, but actually participating in something useful and something that will give you huge gains. Now, the first big problem, right, with Last Ape Standing was honestly, well, there were two things we really highlighted what went wrong in the first token. But in my perspective, the way the first jackpot got awarded with a guy who used, well, a bot slash contract to eventually win the jackpot. And I mean, at the end of the day, right, I mean, it was all fair in a sense because everybody had access to that. But at the same time, we didn't do our due diligence to eventually, secure that, if somebody is abusing the system, he has to be banned. He has to be blacklisted. And I am determined to make this strict, in a sense, fair and safe to all users. And that will manifest in the contract and the way it's made. We have the ability in the new token to blacklist anybody on the spot. I'm gonna go as far as say that if anybody tries to be smart about it, I'm gonna make a bot specifically for this. Like literally, I'm gonna make a bot to ban abusive behavior on jackpot buys. Don't make me do it. Like I've done, I've done enough anti-abusive mechanisms inside the contract, and if anybody tries to push any further, I'm gonna go full ham on you. So hopefully it won't. Hopefully we won't see any kind of devious behavior. We have placed all of anti-bot mechanisms, and the beautiful part about it is that this mechanism is upgradable because the way it's handled in the new architecture. Like I don't know of any tokens who have done 7 contracts to make a project work. Juni requires technically 6 contracts plus 1 with the staking. 6 contracts to eventually to work, to be deployed. Any contract that is not deployed or not wired imperfectly, the jackpot like the token will not work. You can't buy or sell on it. So number one, this project is going to be very hard to fork. If you fork this, you get my respect because it's not fucking easy, and most of the code will not be accessible except the main token. Plus, obviously, the quality of the code is stellar as it was in Last Ape Standing. It's even better now, and the main token has been tested for hours and hours. The amount of engineering work on this is crazy. So just a forward in all this before I showcase the website, which I think is going to absolutely kind of surprise you guys because we always mention that we do not settle except for the best. And when it comes to the best, it's a mentality that applies to all the aspects of the project. That is the coding. That is the website. That's the marketing. That's the management of the community. I think that mindset stayed with us ever since we attempted to relaunch, and we did not accept any. We did not accept the project going in any other direction, and that's partially why it took us this long to eventually come out with Juni. But I'm happy, by the way, that we no longer have to say last 2.0. Fuck that.
Yeah,
so now we can actually say Juni. We can actually say Juni from now on. And it's like the name is catchy, the symbol is catchy, and all the milestones we thought we were going to achieve in last, I think Juni is gonna technically trample over all of it and prove that these milestones were nothing. We were actually thinking small when we thought we were thinking big and last. I think Juni is gonna break all the assumptions in this space, and hopefully at the end of the day, everybody here is going to get something out of Juni, whether it's entertainment or gains or profits. Or for me personally, this project has been an interest of mine, not in the fact that, it's nice to make tokens that have some sort of a utility that are really game changing in a sense. All the projects I've ever worked on, which are 2, by the way, in the past year and a half, are very utility slash innovation focused. I'm not a guy who does meme tokens on the daily. When I do and push tokens or utilities, it's hours and days and months of engineering work, and to eventually get the quality that I think users deserve. This is real money you're trading with. It's not it's not fucking burgers. It's not like this is serious, and people don't take like in this space, money is nothing. Like, oh, I spent 1 BNB. Yeah, what's that, right? It's $300, man. Like, it actually matters. Like there is a responsibility for every team in this space to actually push quality, because it's their fucking responsibility, and that's why I think in Juni we did hit that requirement, and I think you guys are gonna love it. Right, so just let me set up the website real quick, so you guys could have a visual feedback on what you're gonna see. The official website, I think it's been shared, but you guys will be able to visit it in the next few days. And today I'll be showing you more like a simple demo of the website and the main pages we have there. Just give me a sec.
Has not been shared yet. You are free to tell them what the domain is, because I love it.
Oh, it hasn't been shared yet. Okay. So the domain is juni.gg. That's it. Juni.gg is the main domain of the website. Right now it's down. And it will be up. Once it's up, we're gonna officially announce the website, and you guys could see it and all that. But right now, it is down, and the website is juni.gg. Okay, so let's go first through the the main about page, and I'm gonna screen share here. Let's see. No, Telegram has terrible UI for sharing screens, but anyhow. I think that is it. Yeah, you guys see this?
Yeah.
This is the main website, guys. It's an interactive. You can see the nice background. It's space environment context, and there's Juni with the Jackpot planet behind it, and the Jackpot universe under it. And it took a while to eventually stabilize on the choice of the logo and the icon, but I think what we've eventually settled with is absolutely amazing. We have a very simple interface here, really nothing out of the ordinary. And the first thing you get presented with as soon as you hit the website is the Big Bang jackpot, and that was the main deal in last, right? And the same thing, the Big Bang is basically once the jackpot hits a certain threshold, it gets cashed out, and from the cash out, we will buy back on the chart. So to give you an example, once the Big Bang happens at $100,000, we are gonna technically buy back the chart with $50,000, because that's what we get cashed out. So it's $50,000 one transaction on the chart. And last, we had to do it in multiple transactions, but we figured out why. It was a very stupid reason. So in Juni, we're gonna do it in one shot, one max transaction, one other 50K transaction on the chart, and that's gonna be nuts. However, there is one primary guard that we have implemented in Juni, is that you guys remember when the jackpot balance dipped under 50K, people were like, oh shit, if the jackpot gets cashed out, we're not the interest in the jackpot will decrease and stuff. Well, we have added a knob in which, if activated, the jackpot will not be cashed out if it's under 50K. So once the jackpot goes under 50K, nobody can win it. It will be disabled. Once it hits back to 50K, it gets re-enabled. Now you would say, a boss, well, the jackpot is disabled. Why would people buy the token? Well, we have other incentives, and I'm going to go over them as I skim through the page. Again, the Big Bang, we discussed this before. And in Juni, we have the three major jackpots, right? The bronze, silver, and gold. The bronze jackpot is awarded bi-hourly. The silver is awarded daily. And the gold jackpot is awarded weekly. Now, how do you win those bronze jackpots? Every time you buy 0.1 BNB of the token, obviously you will be the last buyer for the Big Bang jackpot, right? You guys are familiar with that concept, but you also get a bronze ticket. once you get a bronze ticket, you could redeem it in the bronze jackpot. And at the end of the 2 hours, because the bronze jackpot is 2 hours, right? At the end of it, it will get rewarded. And the chance of you to win the jackpot, it depends on how many tickets you have redeemed. So, and the beauty of that is you don't need to be the last buyer, right? As many bronze tickets as you have, you'll get a better chance at winning the jackpot. It will be a true lottery system. Now, okay, that's for the bronze. How do I win the silver jackpot? That's simple. You can exchange every 3 bronze tickets to 1 silver ticket. So again, every 3 bronze tickets to 1 silver ticket. And the 1 silver ticket, you can redeem it for the silver jackpot, and the same concept applies. Okay, well, boss, how do you win the gold jackpot? Again, you can exchange the silver into gold. 5 silver make 1 gold, and then from the 1 gold ticket, you could participate in the gold jackpot. Just let me put things in perspective. The gold jackpot is awarded weekly. Now, and you guys know that, I mean, we're going to have a huge launch, a huge raise. The volume is going to be gigantic. Imagine this jackpot accruing tax every fucking day for, like, let's say the first 7 days of the token. This jackpot could as well, there is no limit on this jackpot. It could as well reach 200K and nobody has won it yet. And then it gets cashed out after a week. So, and these jackpots can be funded separately and manually, as you guys are used to with the first jackpot as well. However, they are funded automatically every time the contract sells, and that's how it funds from the taxes, goes into the jackpot. We're going to go over the taxes and the tokenomics of Junie in the next section, well, after this one. I've just explained the Junie tickets, and they actually scale. So the more you hold Junie, the more tickets you get. So by default, 0.1 BNB, when you buy the minimum jackpot allowed, you will gain a ticket. And from that, if you have if you already have a balance in Junie, if you have 1,000 Junie tokens, you get 1 extra ticket. If you have 5,000, you get 2 extra tickets. And if you have 10,000 Junie, you get also a 3rd ticket. So in total, your maximum amount of bronze tickets per 0.1 BNB is 4. That is if you have the most, like the highest balance tier, which is 10,000 Junie. So we made those tiers to incentivize holding. The more tokens you have in Junie, the more bronze tickets you can earn. And the beauty of it, it works in tandem with the referral system. We have a referral program in which, you guys remember virus, whatever it's called, the virus token, the virus DAO, whatever it was, in which people were infecting other people. We tried to imitate and improve on that concept by saying that if you send 1 Junie to any wallet, you become the referrer of that wallet. Every time that wallet buys, you also get a ticket. So if that wallet buys 0.1 BNB, that wallet gets a bronze ticket, right? But you referred that wallet. So you also get a bronze ticket. And what this means, if you refer the right wallets, you keep getting bronze tickets as much as buys, as much as these wallets will buy when it comes to Junie. And similarly, I mentioned the tiers on the website is 1,000, 3,000, 5,000. I think it was 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, but we can talk about that in the background. But technically, we have multiple tiers, and for the more Junie you hold, the more tickets you get. And also, the same applies for the referrals, as I have mentioned. So far, guys, like all. Like I'm talking all about this, and I need you guys to realize how fucking difficult it was to wire everything together, and the amount of edge cases to test on this were crazy. Now let's get to the tokenomics. Tokenomics will be a bit more than what you're used to on last because we need to fund the jackpots. We're gonna have a 12% sync with both buy tax and sell tax. We're going to have a 2% to marketing, 2% to the team, 2% to the bronze jackpot, 1% to silver, 1% to gold, and 4% to the Big Bang jackpot. And we believe that it took a while to eventually reach these values. and they're also not set in stone. If we feel that like if you feel like if we get feedback about a better allocation of tax, we might change it before launch. But we feel after a lot of discussion that this was the right way to go about it. And you have the team, yours truly, the CTO, and you have Albino doing our great marketing and STF handling the community. Our roadmap is simple, guys. We just launch, moon, and retire. I mean, nobody could disagree with that.
This is the final roadmap. It will not be changed.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Okay,
we
who's
will
fucking
change the
excited?
roadmap. We have already worked out a roadmap, but not we didn't translate it to the website yet. But we'll follow.
I think we could keep that roadmap to the white paper and keep the roadmap on the website, launch, moon, retire.
Yeah,
Anyhow,
I will love it.
Before I go over the DApp that we're gonna use and the other pages, if Albino wants to say something, now's the time, or STF, please feel free to drop in your comments.
No, I mean, pretty much just echoing everything you were saying, the excitement that you share. Obviously, this is a long time in the making, and I must say, based on what it sounds like, Ovis has given us a like really next level project to work with. And I'm super excited for him to showcase kind of some of the product behind the DApp, but I hope people appreciate the complexity behind all of the contracts and everything else. I'm super pumped for it. This is like a never before seen kind of thing. I really do think that we are going to define a new category of crypto when it comes to what we're going to be classified as. I really do think that we're going to create our own. So yeah, that's all I had. And I'm sure we'll get to the marketing part towards the end, but I just wanted to share the excitement.
Absolutely. And you guys have heard a lot in just a few minutes. This is, as you can imagine, this will be a lot to talk about in chat. There will be also different approaches on how to play this project, how to gain of it. There will be people actively hunting the three jackpots, the bronze, the silver, the gold jackpot. There will be still pot hunters like we had them in Last Ape Standing, which will spam the 0.1 BNB buys to remain the last buyer or to become the last buyer and get the Big Bang jackpot, which is it's now called that way to differentiate between the four jackpots. So also you can imagine the endless possibilities we have with this ecosystem right now, which you are seeing in front of you. This can grow indefinitely. Like we have so many possibilities to make more things with the tickets, with bronze, silver, and gold jackpots. Sorry, Albino, if you wanted to talk about this later.
You're good. I mean, it's obviously it's built in with so many different contingencies in so many different ways for us to expand and to grow. This is truly just the foundation. That's what I think I want people to take away from the most is that we have built something really cool here. But please understand, this is the foundation for where the idea expands out to. This is simply the floor for where we want to build this out to, and the ideas that we have, and some of the really viable ways that we can ebb and flow with the gambling market and cryptocurrency combination. So I'm super excited to share this with you.
Right. So guys, before I show the DApp, I did say at one time that we had a surprise announcement, and the announcement I'm gonna casually talk about the DApp as I am showing it. And if you guys notice something that I didn't explain, that will be the surprise, which I'm going to explain after I'm done with the initial details. All right. So let's go to the DApp. And this is the DApp you'll be presented with on desktop. Obviously, you have the regular bar. You can hook up your wallet, MetaMask, Trust Wallet, whatever. the website will show you your balance on Juni, your number of bronze tickets, number of silver tickets you own, and the number of gold tickets. We have a cute top bar as well to go to staking, referrals. You could refer on the website rather than randomly sending one Juni. Like the website gives you an easy to use referral bar and a page, and we also have all the links necessary and the way you could buy and stuff. And we have the white paper as well. The white paper is STF is done, I think. Maybe we could share it if it's done.
Not done entirely yet, but almost done. We will share it in the next few days.
Okay. And this is gonna be the main page. When people visit juni.gg, this is gonna be the main page. And the biggest highlight is on the Big Bang Jackpot, right? Like we have on the side, we're always gonna have this, no matter what page you are on, the Big Bang Jackpot will always be tracked on the side. And it's going to show you the value in USD, the time left from ever since the last buy, whether it's you or the other guy, and a button to quick buy, time the last buy, and the price of Juni right now. So this is like a live tracker. And we're going to be showcasing, we have the 3 secondary jackpots. The value of the jackpot will be shown and when the next one is going to happen. All of these are like dynamic. Once you hover your mouse over the icons, they like jump like this, kind of fun. You could be spending all day just doing this.
Yeah, I see myself doing this all day, to be honest.
And the main page gives you an easy to access way to exchange your tickets, from bronze to silver or from silver to gold. And it also shows you number of players you have here, plus number of tickets redeemed essentially, and that will give you like a hint of your chances of winning the jackpot. Whether you have one ticket out of 100 or one ticket out of 10,000, that kind of thing. And everything, like really the main page is everything. We really want it to be a one-stop shop in a sense for all the jackpots. Now, how does this look on the mobile? I can give you an idea. This is how it looks like on mobile, and iPad and mobile here. Yeah, something like this. So you're gonna see, a very streamlined mobile view where the first segment is the Big Bang Jackpot. It shows you all everything here on the tickets side, and then exchanging the bronze tickets, also its own segment, and the rest of the jackpots under it. So don't worry about guys who are using small screens. The website is adaptable based on the device you're using. And if you've noticed, we have something here, this little box, this amazing box. This is the partnered project jackpot. This is the bit that we did not announce. And just like how we have multiple jackpots, we are determined to make a partnership jackpot where people buy into the jackpot to win X amount of a certain token. So let's say we do a partnership with SafeMoon and we make a SafeMoon project. When we make a SafeMoon jackpot of, let's say, 1 million SafeMoon tokens. And what that means, we're going to literally buy 1 million tokens of SafeMoon, put them in a partnership jackpot, and people in Juni, they redeem their tickets to get a chance at winning 1 million SafeMoon. And what this means is that this is a constant kind of like marketing mechanism in which every day or every week we talk to a project and we partner up with them, and we'd like, okay guys, show me a project that that we want to buy in $10,000 on the chart to be a partnered project, something like this, right? And imagine the volume and the traffic we're going to get by just saying that. We drop in $10,000 on the chart, we get the tokens, and we put them on a jackpot just for that project. Obviously, this name, it will be named with the token name, not bronze jackpot. It would be like SafeMoon jackpot. I'm only using SafeMoon for the sake of the example. It could be any token. And this partnership jackpot in the architecture is very versatile, which means like we could really play with it the way we want. We could also select how people need to pay for it as well. It doesn't need to be bronze tickets. It could be silver, gold, or even a different token. So the possibilities are really endless. Yeah, that's all I want to say on the DApp. STF, you have anything to add on the main page?
No, I think you said it all.
Cool. So let me show you the stake page. We're really looking at a streamlined, just like the ones you're used to, more like a simple staking interface. Put your tokens, stake it, you're done. Multiple pools will be shown. Obviously, we're gonna have more based on feedback from the community, and at the end of the day, staking is important to a certain extent, and we are gonna have something up possibly in the first week after launch. Maybe not on day one, because we really want to pace things out. Unlike last, maybe we dropped everything on the first day. We're really thinking about this. We're thinking about the launch more strategically, and we don't want to burn all our cards from the get-go. We're really going to introduce things over time. I think that will build excitement, hype, and overall, the overall volume will be consistent. And we're going to show you the refer. That's the staking page, which is very simple. And we're going to also have a refer page where you get this easy to use refer wallet and top referrers. We might not be able to get the top referrers like this, but the statistics can be measured. I'll see what I can do. For at least we're gonna have this refer new player on launch up and running, and that is the website. Now, if you want to play with the website, you gotta wait a day or two before we publish it, because I'm ironing out the last few details. And we're gonna have the about page possibly up as well. I mean, everything will be up hopefully. Maybe the DApp will be a few more days after, but the main about page will be up, so you guys could always read up on the features that we're gonna offer and all the details that you might have missed during the AMA.
And you will be able to read our awesome roadmap as well. And one thing that I wanted to add on what you said about the D app, if you see the sidebar on the left side of the D app, you remember it. You can compare this to the dashboard we had on Last Ape Standing. We had a separate page for the dashboard and for the staking. Now we will combine the functionalities of the token and of the ecosystem with the dashboard we used to have on one page for a better overview. So if you I caught myself in office, like working, but I wanted to track the jackpot, right? So you just minimize the window, the tab, and put it on the side, and you never lose track about the current jackpot details, and especially the jackpot countdown. So you have better chances to be the last buyer, to not miss the jackpot cash out, if you always keep track on the sidebar.
Right. I think that is all we wanted to say on the DApp. We're gonna talk a bit about the fair launch structure. Maybe Albino, you could hop in, give us a few details on that.
Yeah, so fair launch structure is coming out, guys. At the end of August. Do we want to do the date yet? Or do we want to keep it at the end of August for now?
Yep. I mean, to be fair, end of August, essentially we have 29th, 30th, and 31st of August. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The launch will be on one of those days, but the actual fair launch start will be 2 days before. So we're going to give the fair launch 48 hours and an appropriate soft cap so that, we make sure that the money raised is going to eventually launch the project. And we have a couple of plans to safeguard against any situation that might hamper our fair launch.
Yeah, so like I was said, 48 hours, pretty low soft cap, not too worried about hitting the soft cap. But like you said, we have contingencies in place for any amount of raise, but we're obviously extremely optimistic, just based on what we have planned on the marketing front, as well as what we've created here in this very unique project. And it's kind of a good way for me to get into the marketing side, I guess. In terms of marketing, it's going to be much more aggressive, I'd say, even than V1. Even though I think collectively as a team, we knocked it out of the park in terms of getting just a fresh audience in. We're going to go after some of the same strategies, but now we have a lot more tools at our disposal too. We have, obviously the referral page, which is going to be absolutely amazing, and the partnership jackpot is like really what like excites me, I think, the most, just from a marketing standpoint. The opportunities are endless there. Even if there was a project that we hadn't necessarily communicated it with, how much fun would it be to just go out and make a strategic buy and do a buy with the most hype token of the week or something along those lines. But obviously, the marketing side is going to be like V1, but just a lot more, guys. We're going to be leveraging out some of our connections that we have in the space that are independently experts, whether it be Telegram marketing, whether it be ad placements and how to do advertisements on social media sites, alongside our own individual approach of just relentless nonstop marketing in every way we can. So the marketing side, we're going to be doing a little bit more of that pre-launch style marketing. We're going to hold some AMAs and some impactful groups, some groups that we really think bring a lot of buying power to us. We're going to obviously make sure that we nix off that CMC bug. So we're going to do everything we can to get pre-listed on CMC prior to us launching, just to check that box and to utilize some of the other marketing strategies we have post-launch. And beyond that, guys, we're working with great groups. We look to partner with some awesome groups that have established themselves in the space, that have a buying community. Same general focus in terms of our very strategic use of the marketing wallet and our funds. So, from the marketing standpoint, it'll evolve a little bit more as we get closer to launch day. Some more and more opportunities present themselves. So, we're looking at everything, and we're going to make some great strategic moves that'll benefit the long-term vision we have.
Yep.
This will be the most interesting part for me personally right now, because we already work with this concept, with this ecosystem we have in mind, and which Abbas has developed, for months, and now we can finally go out there and spread the word about it. It will be awesome. It will be absolutely awesome.
Yeah, the wait is fucking over. It's been agonizing. It's been fucking pain to keep this a secret.
Yeah.
Now it's out, and kind of an internal sense of comfort has surfaced. But I think we could open the floor now for questions, unless you guys
Absolutely.
have any closure. Okay, well, sure. We're gonna. Yeah, we have we already have a few people wanting to speak. Let's see what Marvin has to say. Marvin,
at the same time, I will unmute the chat so everybody knows.
All right, let's go. Unmute the chat.
Hey there, guys. Can you hear me?
Yo, yeah, we can hear you.
Everyone.
I apologize. I think Marvin's supposed to go first. I'll wait.
No worries, Mike. You could go.
Okay, so
first off, guys. Okay.
So first off, excellent job. It looks fantastic, and anytime in the crypto space when there's 6-month shutdowns, you get worried, but I'm no longer worried, so that's great. A couple quick questions, then I'll get off. First, are the tickets on chain? Are they transferable, and can someone maliciously set up a pancake swap and start selling them if they're on chain? Second question, for the referrals, do they have to go through the website, or can I just airdrop people? And then lastly, please ensure that you get your website on BSC Scan as soon as possible, because once we start airdropping people, if they don't know where to go, it's useless. So thank you.
No, absolutely. On the last question, Abbas, you can answer the first one then. We will submit the social links and the logo to BSC Scan as soon as possible. We have this on launch at Last Ape Standing as well, so no worries about that.
Yeah, we are gonna reserve pools on PancakeSwap for the tickets. Tickets are essentially BSC tokens, so they are transferable between wallet to wallet. However, like, we are fine with that aspect. By the way, we're almost fine with like having people sell the tickets, because you cannot sell the tickets more than what it's worth in buying and selling Junie, right? So at the end of the day, it has to be a win-win for everybody in a sense. We don't mind having that being done. However, we are gonna put some sort of strict control at the beginning. So we're gonna reserve the pools. We are gonna possibly we're gonna forbid transfers to contracts inside the token. But I know a few certain workarounds around that. So it's not gonna be like fully, fully safe in that perspective, but we're going to do our best to make sure that tokens aren't sellable, at least at the first phase of the project. But at the end of the day, we are not very worried about it if it does happen. Like, people could still transfer and do some other stuff, right? Like, we're not gonna follow people on what they're gonna do with the tickets, but yeah.
Great. And then can we just airdrop wallets, or do we have to use the website to refer people?
No, you could just airdrop wallets. It's going to be very free form. You just send one Junie, however it is, in whatever form, and you're done.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, next question, Marvin. I think you were up.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I would like to say that the team, I would like to congratulate the team. They did an excellent job, surpassed my expectations. So the waiting was worth it, for sure. I would not mind waiting like 6 more months. So congrats to the team again. And my question would be, I would like to know when we will get listed on CMC.
It's a good question. For Junie, we're gonna do a pre-launch listing on CMC, and no fuckery after it. We really want to secure it before the launch, and I don't care how much it fucking costs, as long as we get the token on CMC before we launch. I'm good with it.
Okay, that's cool. And what about audit? You're gonna do an audit to the contract before or after?
Yeah, we're gonna audit before. At least the main token is gonna be audited with solid proof, same thing, and put the certificate of audit on the website.
Okay, and another question would be, this will be only on the BSC network, or are you thinking about putting it on ETH or other networks?
It's gonna be on BSC. I'm not gonna lie that I'm also interested in deploying this somewhere else. However, our main focus is BSC. Once we're done with it and we feel maybe like the success was intense and huge, I think we could port it to other chains. Then we could do it. Now, this is a bit different because in LAS, it was like the last buy, right? And when in BSC, the mean time for a block to be mined is around 3 seconds. On Ethereum, it's like 10 to 12 seconds. Well, before the merge, it's going to happen. We feel like the project, the architecture, the mechanism is more suited for BSC, but we're always open towards maybe deploying it on other chains, maybe months down the road. We don't know. We have that possibility open.
The requirement would be that another chain really surges and goes crazy and hype and everything. I think at the moment BSC is the best way to go. Maybe it changes. Maybe we see another crow, but not so bad. Let's see.
Okay, that's cool. My other question would be about the pre-sale. It's going to be fair launch, most likely on Pink Seal. You're going to have a maximum contribution, or we can ape as much as we want.
Yeah, the Pink Sapphire launches do not have a max contribution. So you can ape as much as you want, yeah. Before the launch and after the launch.
Okay, that's cool. So it's time for me to sell my car and my house.
Not financial advice.
Thanks, guys, for answering my questions.
Thank you for being with us.
You're welcome.
We have a really, really interesting question in chat. Yang says he's a little worried about the referral system because it might cause inflation on the amount of tickets. I wanted to address this by saying the tickets themselves do not have a trading value because they don't have a liquidity pair. So the amount of tickets rotating determines how much they are worth to you personally. So if there are a lot of tickets around, then more people will be able to redeem them on the jackpots. More people will be able to be eligible to win them. And but after they redeemed them, they are burned, so they disappear. And this always will restore some kind of balance to the whole ticket. If many people are holding huge amounts of tickets, then they feel free to redeem a couple of those for each jackpot. So the ticket supply will drop, and it will always find the balance. We don't know where this balance is right now, but we will see. The free market will decide on that.
You remember that to participate in the silver and the gold, you have to, to get one gold ticket, you need 15 bronze tickets, just to give you a perspective there. It's not easy to participate in those, and it's expensive. So you have to exchange 3 bronze to 1 silver, 5 silver to 1 gold to get that gold into the gold jackpot. So yes, we're a bit nice when it comes to the amount of bronze tickets we're gonna hand out, but we are not nice when it comes to exchanging those to eventually participate in the bigger jackpots. So it eventually evens out.
When do we get the airdrop?
After launch.
After the race is done and we got the pancake spot pool up, and then we're gonna just airdrop everybody before the launch.
Okay, it's before launch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, after the liquidity pair is created.
Set up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Do you have an idea of how much going to be the initial MC?
Well, it depends. Depends on the raise, right? We think if we hit 1,000, it's gonna be like 500 BNB into the liquidity, and then you could do the math to set up the market cap. How much did we raise for last STF? Do you remember? Whatever we raised for last, you could.
We had starting liquidity
85K.
of 40.
Yeah, but what was the liquidity? What was the initial liquidity?
40 BNB.
Yeah, so times 10.25 of 85K. So we're looking at almost 1 million. Well, a bit less than 1 million. If we reach, I think we're gonna reach it. It's a fucking joke with this project to get to 1,000 BNB, and you guys will witness this.
Nice, we're hyped.
Yeah. Feel free to raise your hands if you have any more questions, or type them in to the chat.
Hi, I have 2 questions, if that's okay to ask.
Yeah.
So
sure.
For the referral system, do we have to send to the wallet before they make the purchase? Like, let's say they have already made one purchase, then we send it to that wallet, and then they make another purchase after that. Does that still qualify for the?
It has to be before the purchase. Once you refer, yeah, it's before the purchase.
Before the
obviously
very first purchase, right?
No, not the very first. So he could like have 5 buys, right? But nobody has referred him yet. Then you refer him, then all the buys after your referral will reward you tickets. Does that make sense?
I see, yeah. Yeah, I was just worried, like, if anyone, like, let's say there is a bot and everyone targets that address, there's gonna be a lot of ticket distributed, right?
Oh, no. Every wallet can only be referred once.
Ah, okay.
So if you refer X wallet, let's say, that means nobody else can refer it after you. It's done. It's under your name.
Ah, okay, perfect. Yeah,
that's a great mechanism.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, okay, that's perfect. The other question was trying to remember. Sorry, you go ahead. I'll try to remember what I was gonna ask.
Are you also gonna make groups in your own language? For example, I'm from Holland, so are you gonna make a Holland group?
So in the backstage, we floated the idea of launching with Chinese and English. Right now, the website is in English. I do want to push. I'm not sure if we're gonna have the time to push Chinese at launch. We're gonna do that, and for other languages, we definitely want to go big with this, right? And going big means adding support for translation and different languages on the website and the DApp. I think is going to be a main task for us to support. Hopefully, we'll have Chinese up on launch, and after that, we can support other languages based on the community's feedback.
Okay, perfect.
So sorry, the other question was, I mean, already what you guys have done is amazing. I'm very impressed, and it's definitely worth the wait. I was just wondering if in future you're going to expand on the current features, like let's say adding like slot machines and those things that you see, normal casinos.
So let me just say, the tickets, they are a token, and we could use that token in whatever form. What this means, maybe in the future we could give out NFTs with these tickets. Maybe in the future we're gonna make a website with a jackpot, an actual slot machine and games in which people use tickets to play and stuff. So the ticket system is really extremely versatile, and people need to understand this. We could do with it whatever we want, and it just gives us the possibility to create all the utilities we need and we may need in the future, and have people pay for these utilities or memes, whatever, using tickets. So yeah, the answer is yes, absolutely.
Perfect, fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah, looking forward for the launch, and great job, and I appreciate you guys' work.
No worries, thanks, man. It's good questions. Any other?
One question.
Yeah.
I'm just a little worried about the referral system because it has nothing to do with the buy pressure, right? Because they're distributed free, like almost with nothing. If they send their tokens to another wallet, they're distributed free tickets. Then that has to do with inflation, but which is not related to the buy pressure.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's two different things though, because you send them one token of Junie, and you receive tickets as a reward for referring. So you will not get Junie tokens. The Junie tokens are the ones that will have a liquidity pair and will be traded on PancakeSwap, but the tickets will not. So the tickets at launch, their only purpose will be to redeem them in order to win the bronze, silver, and gold jackpots. More utilities to the tickets will be added along the road, but if the ticket supply is inflated, then it's not a negative effect on the token itself.
But also, just to kind of touch on that as well, Jang, when it comes to, I guess, a traditional project, the cost per holder, the value per holder is much different, right? The proposition is that you invest at the lowest point and then you sell at the highest point that you want to, right? Like that's the normal proposition of investing in this space. What we've done is we've created an ecosystem that kind of taps at the core of everybody that likes to gamble, or everybody likes to invest in this space, I should say, right? It truly is. We initially set out, we kind of gave it a nickname of DJ Casino, and it was a very simple form of a DJ Casino. At this point, what we've created now is we really have created that casino. I feel like we've laid the foundation for it, but we've only started to move in the thing. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that the value of each holder is significantly higher in our project versus if it went into like a meme token, for instance, where the goal is very simple and the objective is very simple to define. This one, when somebody comes into this ecosystem, they're not just playing once or twice, and they're not just incentivized to hold their bag or to stake it, simple functions like that. They're incentivized to go out there and spread it, right? Because, once you've bought in a few times, you played the main jackpot a few times, you have some tickets and whatnot, but you have other ways to interact in this ecosystem that isn't necessarily tied to, I guess, how much you spend on a daily basis, right? You can go out there and you can get these golden tickets and you can win a very large jackpot. That bronze jackpot is going to suck up 2% of the total volume and start getting cashed out every 2 hours. But not only that, we have the versatility of being able to add to the jackpots anything that we want to. If we want to incentivize a special hour, a special day, a special jackpot, if we want to significantly burn a specific ticket, let's say the silver ticket, we can offer a significant increase to the silver jackpot. We can add a special token partnership to the silver jackpot. There's so many versatile ways and contingencies we have built in that really protect the core of the project, the foundation of the project. And it's very simple when you understand that the only way to get, I guess, the tickets outside of referrals is basically buying in to the project, which is what we all want, right, as investors into Junie. So, I hope that answers a little bit more. To summarize, the value of a holder is much higher in this project, or is projected to be much higher than traditional project.
Oh, all right. Understood. Thank you.
I see Crimson Tide's hand up and Michael's hand up too. Get you guys.
Any other questions?
Just a quick question. In regards to the contract and the jackpots, is there any thing that will go on concerning the jackpots that will lead to sales on the chart? So does the payout, is there any correlation between the payouts and any sales on the contract? This is my first time really taking a look at even last day scanning. But I've heard of that project, but hearing that this obviously is basically that project, 2.0. Just wanted to kind of ask a question in regards to the mechanics of how jackpots are paid out and how that correlates to any activity on the chart.
First of all, welcome, and I'm really happy to have someone here that is not a last ape standing. How do you say it? Veteran.
Holder buyer.
Yeah. Because we can now start explaining what last ape standing even was. So the concept was, if you buy 0.1 BNB worth of tokens, you are the last buyer. If nobody else buys 0.1 BNB or more tokens in the next 10 minutes after your buy, then you get half of the Big Bang jackpot. So if nobody manages to be the last buyer, so in other words, if no 10 minutes pass without 0.1 BNB buy, at least, then at 100K, the jackpot gets half of the jackpot is used for one big buyback. So you can see you win on either side. Either you win the jackpot or nobody wins the jackpot, and everybody wins because the token price increases.
Okay.
After this buyback, the jackpot balance is then 50K, and the jackpot game resumes as usual. So then it can reach 100K again, then we buy back 50K again, and so on and so on.
So there are buybacks on the chart. So it's actually, it leads to green candles is what I'm hearing.
Yes, you are hearing this correctly.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for the clarification. I appreciate that.
No problem. No problem. Michael, you're up next.
Okay. Hi. Again, a question for the referral system. So if I understood it correctly, it doesn't need to be that I send one coin before the first buy. It's just a matter that I send as first one this one coin to this wallet. Correct?
That is correct.
Okay, but
That is
are you
correct.
not a little bit afraid of, let's say, referral snipers? So if I would sit in Bscan and see, okay, there is a new holder, I send him one coin. Then I wait till the next buy is coming. I see, oh, again a new holder. I send him one.
Referrals. At the end of the day, you could snipe, but I could also shut you down. I could revert any referral that people might do and might abuse the system. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, the purpose of the referral system is to get get new people first verbally. Like you tell people about this and you say, hey, I told you about this. I'm gonna send you one token and then I get a ticket. For each buy you have, you get tickets too. This is the whole purpose of the referral system.
So I think for referral, it would have been better if it was only applicable before the very first buy, because the point is to bring new investors, right? If somebody has already bought, they know that the token exists. That's just, my suggestion, but you guys know better than me.
Yeah,
it is possible.
Yeah, go on.
I mean, I want to say it's a good point, but at the same time, you're alienating people who will organically see the website, let's say on Google Ads or whatever, and just come in, and later on they get referred. So I don't think it's an either. Like, I don't think it's like you have to reward just one of those two. I think it comes with its disadvantages to only be able to refer people that have no Junie balance or have never bought Junie before. You're going to isolate a good chunk of people who have already bought in because, and they haven't been referred before. So yeah, you gain some and you lose some.
I have a question about partnerships.
Yeah.
So you spoke about, for example, a partnership with SafeMoon. So we're gonna buy like 10K in SafeMoon tokens and put it in the jackpot. So what will Junie gain with that, except for exposure, for example?
We're gonna get buy volume, right? How do you participate in the jackpot? Answer this question, please.
Yeah, it's exactly this. So more exposure, more projects talking about us. Like you can see, guys, we are featured on the Junie partnership jackpot. Give it a look, and this is more exposure for us. But at the same time, they are talking about us constantly. People, we expect projects also to actively hunt these partnership spots to mobilize their communities, and they will all come to traffic. They will all become traffic for us. More exposure for us is always good for us.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify too that a lot of times that these tokens are not going to be purchased. We have the flexibility to, let's say on week 2 or one day out of next week or the week after we launch, we want to like partner or we want to do something special, right? We can get the most hype meme token or whatever token's flying, right? We can buy $1,000 of it from the marketing wallet and we can throw it up on the partnership. But in most cases, we're not going to be paying for that necessarily. We're going to do a dual basically visibility partnership where we obviously have a way to do it, a way to give them exposure and vice versa as well. So it's going to be with projects that are in a position to be mutually beneficial.
Some very good feedback in the AMA, some of which might change a few details in the contract before we fully deploy. So thank you guys. I think it was great that we hosted this 2 weeks before we wanted to launch.
We have the smartest community. That is no irony in my wording.
All right.
Because
Any other questions?
Yeah. I think we are live 1 hour already, and we have the chat open. So I would say we would wrap this up and keep chatting in the new group. I will announce also in the old group that that one will remain muted, not be deleted, to not lose the chat history. That would be a shame. But every communication will remain in this one from now on, and we will update you constantly about progress. The website will go live, the white paper will go live. This will be the next steps, and then the definite fair launch start date and the token launch date will be the next infos.
All right. I think it's been an hour and 10 minutes. I think the AMA is, has gone over the whatever. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, I'm just gonna open the floor up for the next 5 minutes for questions, and otherwise we're gonna shut it down. And you guys could send your questions on the chat, and we can reply promptly on the group. If there's no other question, yeah, Crimson.
All right, I did hear earlier about an airdrop. So my guess would be that that's for those who held tokens, in the last protocol, last day of standing. Would that be correct? And if so, is there any concern there? Is there vesting going on? Are they getting all of those tokens all at once, etc.?
The airdrop for V1 holders is limited to only 15% of the supply. And okay. Plus, given the raise we're going to have on the fair launch, we are not afraid, it's going to be fair for everybody in a sense. The V1 will have a very slight advantage, but it's very slight. It will pose no harm on the chart.
Okay. And then just one more thing. As far as your AMAs, do you guys have a hub of some sort where you keep all your recordings? Or is it some of the AMAs are recorded, some aren't? I don't know. Like I said, this is my first time engaging with this project.
This is our first AMA for the new project, and it is being recorded, and we're going to release the recording after we're done.
All right. Excellent. Thank you very much.
No worries.
No
Thank
problem.
you for the questions.
Horsefighter, I expect greatness from you now.
Yeah, I just want to say great work. I have a small question. Do you prefer iced coffee or iced tea?
When I take my coffee, I like it black and hot, just like how I like my girls. So I'm gonna have to say iced tea because I don't like iced coffee.
Yeah, I agree.
I kind of expected this. Horsefighter, you rock. Hey, where is Crypto Dutchie?
Yo, Charles is here. Not... Hey, Charles, what's up? Charles is in the chat.
Say something to inspire us, Charles.
I unmuted you.
We don't have to put him on the spot.
Charles, you will get the AMA recording. I hope you will listen, and I look forward to the motivational speeches. I really do.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. There 1 more minute. Whoever wants to ask a question. Okay. Well, keep the chat alive, guys, and we're gonna be, whenever we're online, we're gonna look at questions. Don't be afraid to tag me if there's any urgency. You know how busy I fucking am, but I'll give you guys time whenever I could. I think, we have placed so much effort, and you guys have given so much support. And my only request is for you guys to appreciate what we've done, plus keep giving us that support, because that's what is going to keep us alive. Again, for the newcomers, I don't have no new investors here. Just gonna say this: this project is a huge responsibility. This is my third project essentially. Well, technically second project, because I'm relaunching Glass and relaunching Catchy. So really, like when I'm in a project, I take it with a huge responsibility. And as well as, Albino and the STF have the same mindset. We think that every investor counts. We think that whenever there's money involved, trading involved, you guys are, it's not a fucking joke. And the quality of the project needs to match the expectation of the investors. I'd like to thank you once again, and this will be the wrap up for the AMA. Again, ask on the chat, and we're gonna answer accordingly. Thank you for attending the AMA, and see you guys soon.
See you guys in chat, guys.
See you, everybody.
See ya.